In the silent, dusty plains of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, a hidden doorway was unearthed. The seemingly insignificant entrance was bathed in the hues of the setting sun, its weathered stones bearing the semblance of a forgotten era. This was a doorway that was not just a manifestation of a physical threshold, but a gateway into a time lost and stories untold. A doorway that was stumbled upon in the late months of the year 1922 by the tireless efforts of explorers. The backdrop was the early 20th century, an era marked by a thirst for knowledge and discovery. Archaeology, at this time, wasn't just a subject of mere academic interest. It was a burning passion, a relentless pursuit that knitted together history, culture, and science. It was during this era that the discovery was made, one that would redefine our understanding of ancient civilizations. The doorway led to the most significant archaeological revelation of the modern era: tomb of the Boy King, Tutankhamun, his name echoing the grandeur and majesty of ancient Egypt. Housed within the depths of these hallowed chambers was the resting place of a young pharaoh, a ruler who held sway over Egypt during the 18th dynasty. Can you begin to imagine the astonishment of the British archaeologist Howard Carter and his financial backer George Herbert, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon? The air around them, heavy with anticipation and suspense, as they peered into the darkness, their humble torches illuminating the path ahead, the flickering light revealing a treasure trove untouched for over 3 millennia. Each artifact, each relic, a fragment of a puzzle that pieced together a civilization that flourished thousands of years ago. The richness of the ancient Egyptian civilization was laid bare for them to behold. Gold, jewelry, and the iconic mask. Each object not just a testament to the opulence of ancient Egypt, but a silent observer of the passage of time. They lay undisturbed, silently watching time pass by, their stories echoing across the millennia, waiting patiently to be heard and understood. Born around 1342 BC, Tutankhamun ascended to the throne when he was just 9. The world he was born into was one that was bubbling with complexities and tensions. The Child King was now tasked with ruling a civilization that was at its peak, yet teetering on the brink of internal collapse due to religious turmoil and political instability. Tutankhamun, or Tut as he is often fondly referred to, was thrust into this challenging scenario. A young boy, far from reaching adulthood, he found himself wearing a crown that was heavier with responsibilities than with its physical gold and gemstones. This was a period of intense political unrest, with power struggles and religious conflicts threatening to tear society apart. The previous ruler, Akhenaten, had introduced significant shifts in religious practices, promoting monotheism over Egypt's traditional polytheistic beliefs. This radical change had upset the balance of Egyptian society, creating a rift between the old ways and the new. These were the turbulent waters that Tutankhamun had to navigate at a tender age. His ambition was to restore balance and harmony within his kingdom. Despite his young age, Tutankhamun demonstrated remarkable wisdom and resilience in the face of adversity. He moved to reinstate the traditional polytheistic faith of ancient Egypt, seeking to reverse the ideological changes his predecessor had made. This was no easy task. Each decree, each decision he made, was a countermove to the religious revolution that Akhenaten had sparked. It was like playing a grand game of chess, but with the fate of an entire civilization hanging in the balance. Tutankhamun would have been constantly tested, his young mind often burdened with the weight of these decisions. His, though short-lived, left an indelible mark on Egypt's history. It was a reign characterized by strength, determination, and a relentless pursuit of religious freedom for his people. Despite being considered a minor pharaoh in the grand tapestry of Egypt's history, Tutankhamun's impact was profound. He was not just a boy king, but a beacon of resilience, commandeering his land towards stability and peace, one decree at a time. Although a minor pharaoh in the grand scheme of Egypt's history, Tutankhamun's impact was profound. Yet with great discovery comes great intrigue. The world of archaeology has been the scene of an unending saga, filled with countless stories of explorers setting foot on uncharted territories, and the curse of the pharaohs is one such tale that has stood the test of time. The supposed spell, a significant part of Egypt's folklore, is believed to cause misfortune or even death to anyone who dares to disturb the sanctity of the ancient Egyptian mummies. The legend of the curse loomed large, especially in light of the events following the discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun. one of the world's most renowned pharaohs. The Englishman Lord Carnarvon, who financed the expedition that led to the tomb's opening, met an untimely and tragic death soon afterward. This event, coincidental or not, only served to fan the flames of superstition surrounding this ancient curse. However, despite the mystical allure of such tales and the fears they inspire, a thorough examination of the tomb's inscriptions revealed no evidence of any real curse or spell. There was nothing found that even remotely suggested the existence of curse in the tomb of King Tut. The absence of such an inscription in the burial chamber only deepened the mystery surrounding the pharaoh's life and death. The enigma of Tutankhamun's death has captivated the global audience just as much, if not more, as the rumors of the curse. Theories about the cause of his death abound, ranging from murder by a jealous rival to an unfortunate succumbing to disease. Scholars, and even casual enthusiasts, have proposed countless hypotheses, but the truth remains elusive, lost in the sands of time. What is known without a doubt is that his death came abruptly in his late teens. Despite the suddenness of his demise, his burial was carried out with all the grandeur and ceremony befitting a pharaoh of his stature. The tomb was filled with priceless treasures and artifacts, which were meant to ensure his journey to the afterlife was well provisioned. Every aspect of his burial was meticulously planned to pay homage to his life, cementing his legacy for eternity. Tutankhamun's legacy is far-reaching. His tomb, discovered in the early 20th century almost entirely intact, with its wealth of artifacts, provides a rare and precious window into the culture, religion, and daily life of ancient Egypt. More than 5,000 items were found within the tomb, many of which were personal possessions of the young King Tut. Others were funerary and ceremonial items meant to accompany him into the afterlife. His golden death mask, perhaps the most famous artifact of all, has undoubtedly become an iconic symbol of Egypt's magnificent past. This death mask, crafted from solid gold and embellished with precious stones, not only exhibits the remarkable craftsmanship of the ancient Egyptians but also their beliefs in life after death. The mask was designed to cover the face of the king's mummified body, ensuring his recognition in the afterlife. Its striking, serene likeness of the boy king continues to mesmerize spectators, emanating a sense of eternal youth and divine royalty. In Tutankhamun was a minor king, ascending the throne at a tender age. His reign was brief and fraught with challenges. He was largely overshadowed by powerful advisors who strove to restore the traditional religion and artistic styles following the religious revolution of his father, Akhenaten. Despite his young age and the relatively short reign, Tutankhamun made a significant impact, especially in the restoration of religious practices. In death, Tutankhamun exceeded his worldly achievements and became an icon of ancient Egypt. His tomb, undisturbed for over 3,000 years, became a beacon for archaeologists and historians, inspiring numerous research, studies, and debates. The discovery of his tomb marked a milestone in the understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization and continues to reignite interest in Egyptology. His story, from his reign to his untimely death, continues to inspire and captivate. And so, as we delve into the sands of time, we unearth stories that shape our understanding of the past. These narratives aren't merely tales of bygone eras, but precious gems that add depth to our comprehension of human history. In the resplendent realm, historical chronicles, one figure stands out in particular, King Tutankhamun, a young ruler. He ascended to the throne at a tender age, his life brimming with fascination and mystery. His existence, as captivating as his demise, has left an indelible imprint on the canvas of history. His legacy is a phenomenal testament of regality and power, reminiscent of the magnificence of the Egyptian pyramids themselves. These towering edifices, like King Tut's influence, stand tall, persisting the ages, echoing of a civilization that thrived in grandeur. This is potency of insatiable curiosity. It propels us to delve deeper, to venture beyond the known, spurring discoveries that illuminate the obscure corners of the past and shape the course of the future. Remembering this lets us appreciate the lasting impact of the boy king's life and legacy. So, as we bid farewell to the boy king, remember, stay curious, stay brilliant.